This is Vashti Hurt with ADSN, and we are here at Bank of America Stadium gearing up for the Panthers versus the Seahawks. Important game for the Panthers to get back on track as they have dropped 2 in a row. I have my guy Charles Arbuckle here. Charles, what do you think about this Carolina team, and what's going to be important for them to do today to secure a win?
Well, you know what's interesting, Vashti, they've gotten off to good starts the last few games, especially offensively. I think they need to keep doing that. And talking to Norv Turner just before the game, that was the one thing he said. You know, they've got a lot of young weapons. They can spread people out and they can do all of that. But I think for me, I want to see them play defensively because a guy like Russell Wilson always gives them fits. And if they don't get to the quarterback, which they haven't been able to do consistently, I think that's where they're going to struggle if they struggle today. If they get to Russell early, offense gets going, that gives them a chance. But the problem with that is you can never count that guy out. I covered him in college, watched him in the league, talking to his coaches. He's just a different kind of guy, and he knows how to win. And I think that's what's so important. When these two teams play, Carolina usually doesn't play well. They have to play better today to get back going, to get back in the playoff hunt.
What do you think has been one of the problems defensively? This Panthers franchise has always had a good, strong defensive line.
Yeah.
This year, they've kind of struggled a bit as far as getting pressure on the quarterback. What do you think is one of the problems that has led to that?
Well, when you look at that Pittsburgh game, it was a prime example of a couple of key plays, big plays, where guys weren't in position, or a major bust where you have JoJo Smith-Schuster running free. You can't have that. You have to be fundamentally sound. They got some young guys on defense, but I also think the pass rush has not been good the last couple of games. Let's face it. When they play with pressure, whether it's Peppers or Addison, even when they bring dog blitzes with Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly, when they get to the quarterback, they seem to do better and get off the field on third down. That's what the last 2 weeks when I watch them, I don't know the exact statistics, but third down has been atrocious for them, and that's where they've got to do a much better job on defense.
All of my keys to the game were on the defensive end of the unit, but offensively, the Panthers have been it's kind of been the strong suit of this team. What do they need to do as far as offensively in this game?
I think, again, start fast, continue to do that, get a lead, and don't kind of sleep on the lead. That's what I've seen them do. But also I think it's special teams. They've got some good return guys. If DJ Moore, Samuel, if they can make some plays in that area, that also gives them a chance because Tyler Lockett is an explosive player on their side. And I think if you're the Seahawks, you want to get him going early. I think for the Panthers, if you play well offensively and you get some special teams things going your way, especially returns, that should help your defense.
All right, so Cam Newton had he's known for his drip chronicles. Today he had some cleat drip. He had the Creed 2 cleats. Did you check him out? Have you seen the movie?
I've seen the movie. I haven't seen his Creed 2. I'm sure I'll see him running around here. Great movie, by the way. You got to go see it. Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone. I think what they're able to do now with that next step with the Drago family, I really enjoyed the movie. It was I took my son and my wife and we went, and we thoroughly enjoyed it because it's one of those movies, you know, the Rockies movies are always about redemption and coming back, and maybe that's what Cam is trying to signify with the Creed 2 shoes. I hope that's what it is for him.
Somebody told me, I haven't seen the movie, I have to be honest, but somebody said they hope the outcome of this game wasn't the same as that movie. So they, you know. But redemption, I like that. Redemption, getting back on track, and that seems to be the key to the Panthers this week. Defensively, the guys talked about getting back on track and how their play on the defensive side of the ball will be the catalyst to the win today.
They're big up front. They run the ball really well. Those 3 backs are doing a great job, and Russell's always the guy that presents problems. His ability to create plays and extend plays and create plays inside and outside of the pocket. It's going to be a good challenge for us, and those backs are going to present a good challenge.
It's important for us to come out and set the tone and do it early. Seattle is a team that's playing very well now. On both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, they play pretty well. We got a chance to watch them play the other night, and that's a team you can see that they're playing with a different kind of swagger, a different kind of attitude. So we got to make sure that we're ready to go.
I think we do need to get a win just to kind of get off the schneid. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. I mean, it's been tough. We played a couple games, one that got away from us, and one we had a chance to win. So, this would be a good opportunity for us to get back on track. It's a good football team coming in, and as I said yesterday, I really do believe it's one of those teams that you can kind of base where you are, judge where you are as a football team. And they're a pretty hot team. After losing their first 2.
Every year, is the defense that plays the best wins the game. That's kind of how it's always been, and we understand what's at stake, and we understand what the challenge is all about. So we got to make sure that we come out as a defense and set the tone.
We're in a spot right now where if we just continue to win, we'll be in a place at the end of the year where that will be putting ourselves in position to make the playoffs. And at the beginning of the year, everyone's goal is to get into the playoffs. And we just got to take care of business. We got to win games at home, and we got a good one at home this week against a really good team. We got the fans will be excited, I'm sure, and we just got to get a win to get things rolling in the right direction.
Man, we need it bad. Like I said, we're going to take it week by week. So we're starting off with this week. We're trying to go 1-0, and we're not thinking about the future or the past.
All right, the Panthers players agreed with Charles and I about defense and how that's going to be important for them to get back on track as they compete for a wild card playoff spot. Make sure you're staying tuned in to ADSN for all of your Panthers coverage. Kickoff for today's game is at 1 p.m., and we will be back after the game to give you our post-game thoughts.